The 2022 Strangford Lough Yacht Club Regatta was greeted by fantastic conditions. The team on Going to Red could have been mistaken that it had actually gone to Med, as blue skies, flat waters, and a light sea breeze greeted the competitors from all around the loch. Local IRC1 boats, Fat Tony, Going to Red, and Hijacker will be facing off with the ever-consistent Le Basquiat Killalay Yacht Club.
Where's the Basquiat?
25 seconds. 20, 19,
Opinions on where to start were split,
17,
with
16,
GTR and
15,
Hijacker
14,
choosing to
13,
head towards
12,
the battery
11,
end of the line
10,
on port tack,
9,
while Le Basquiat, Fat Tony,
7,
hit
6,
the pin end on starboard.
4, 3,
GTR was a little bit back of the line, having to duck Le Basquiat's stern, but they miscalculated and were over, having to do a loop before heading out on port with Hijacker and GTR.
We want to tack underneath and leave bowing if it comes.
Hijacker couldn't quite clear the end of Transat, having to tack onto starboard. This set GTR up for a decision, duck or lee bow. Preferring the left-hand side of the course, GTR decided to slot in under Hijacker and consolidate an early lead.
Speed build, please. Speed build. Gradually, gradually, gradually.
With Fat Tony to windward of Le Basquiat after being over at the start and heading out to the right, Hijacker decided to clear their air, heading out that way too.
Good.
With all three boats heading out to the starboard laylong, it wasn't long before GTR lined up to windward in the drag race to see who could be first to the leyline. Le Basquiat was first to tack. They might have been above the leyline, with both Hijacker and then Fat Tony choosing to slot in a safe fluid position. This set Hijacker and GTR up for a carbon copy of the decision just after the start of the race, with GTR once again choosing to tack to leeward of Hijacker and try and grind up underneath them. This time Hijacker was getting off their hip as GTR was a bit slower through the tack, but with plenty of runway on the ley line, it didn't take long before GTR got up to speed and got into a high mode. With all four boats on or above the ley line, there wasn't much that Hijacker could do, having to fall in behind GTR. With the breeze heading as they approached the mark, this sealed the fate of both Fat Tony and Le Basquiat, who suffered the same fate as Hijacker, dropping in to leeward and behind GTR as they set up for attack and then set to get down the first run.
Big head of there, big head of there. Okay, get ready to tack. There we go. Okay, go up on this side. Trim on the kite, trim on the kite, trim the kite. You got it, Matt? Yeah, I got it.
With a good set and a favourable angle, GTR managed to eke out a slight increase in their lead on the run from M down to 4. Dousing the kite and rounding up for the beat up to 2.
Okay, nice and slow now. Get the speed up first, guys. Yep. Really good.
Easy to pull that tack line. Pull against me, Robin. All right.
The critical moment in the race came about halfway up the beat. GTR deciding to stay much further right than everyone, trying to pick up a new breeze coming out of the Kilcubbin side of the bay.
Really good tack.
With the pressure building and lifting from the right, GTR had a good 2 or 3 minutes in the new pressure, with the other boats nearly become behind, which allowed them to extend a big lead before getting to Mark 2 and popping the kite up for the second run, this time down to number 5.
Heads.
Fat Tony made some gains on this run by jibing inside GTR and bringing down a little bit of pressure. But by the time they got to the bottom, the crew and GTR were set up with a drop to peel to code 0. This move was seamlessly executed and had GTR stretching out again, this time on the fetch back up to Mark B.
Right, deploy that, guys. Help Matt. Everyone help Matt.
Yeah, Matt. I'll for you.
I need it on. I need it on. I need it on the heats. I need it on the heats. Angle to bay.
Plenty of holes in the breeze, and some of the later classes still having plenty of distance to travel, the race committee shortened the course at B, sending everyone straight home to the finish. So that concludes today's Bottom Up Boats race review of the 2022 SLYC Regatta. If you made it this far and enjoyed the race review, why not leave us a like, which will increase the chances of others seeing this great content too.